Hello, you are welcome to another social studies lesson. This is social studies for JHS2, social studies for Form 2, and we are discussing entrepreneurship. In our previous lesson, we looked at sole proprietorship as a type of entrepreneurship or as a type of enterprise. Sole proprietorship is a type of enterprise. Today, we are looking at partnership. Social studies for JHS2, we are discussing partnership as a type of enterprise. By the end of the lesson, the student should be able to define partnership and identify the types of partnership, and should be able to explain the advantages and disadvantages of partnership. In our previous lesson, we looked at sole proprietorship as a business entity that is established and managed by a single individual. We looked at the advantages and disadvantages, and we looked at the source of funding to the sole proprietor, and so on. Today, we're looking at partnership. Partnership is a business entity formed by a minimum of two people or more who have joined their resources together. And when we talk about resources here, we are talking about resources in the sense of money, property, intellect, and abilities together to engage in business, for profit purpose. To engage in business for profit purpose. The members in a partnership business are called partners. The members in a partnership business are called partners. And there are three common types of partnership. There are so many of them, but for your studies, we are looking at the three common types of partnership. Limited partnership is a type of partnership in which one partner is called a limited partner. The limited partner is not involved in the day-to-day running of the enterprise, and also the limited partner enjoys limited liability. What this means is that the limited partner only puts his money or capital into the business at the beginning and is not involved directly in the business but shares in the profit, but enjoys unlimited liability. It means that in the case of bankruptcy or collapse or any form of disaster, the limited partner is not under any obligation to take any share of the debt or to sell any of his property to clear the debt. So the limited partner is a free man. Then we have ordinary partnership, in which all partners have unlimited liability. It means that all partners who have contributed their capital to form this partnership have obligation to take a share of any loss. So in the case of bankruptcy or disaster or collapse of the business, these partners are supposed to pay for the debt according to the way their contributions are. So ordinary partnership is one in which all the partners have unlimited liability. Then we have quasi-partnership or quasi-partnership. And in quasi-partnership, it is one in which a partner is called the quasi-partner. And when that partner is called a quasi-partner, he is just like the limited partner, but the quasi-partner can resign as a partner. I resign from this business, I'm no more part of it, I'm no more a partner. And so that person is not entitled to any or is not under any obligation to this business in terms of its collapse or death or bankruptcy. Nothing concerning the business would concern him so much that he would be held responsible. And so he enjoys unlimited liability. but he still take a share of profit on his contributed capital. That sounds like something good, right? Well, it might not be the best option for you, but say that in quasi partnership, you put your money into the business, you invest your capital into it, and at a point in time, you can choose to resign as a partner. You are no more part of the business. But because your capital has been invested, you keep taking a share of the profits from that business. But anything that has to do with negative, that is bankruptcy, collapse, debt, loss, you don't have anything to do with that as a quasi partner. Characteristics of partnership. According to the laws of our country, partnership requires a minimum of two people. A single person cannot say I have formed a partnership. You form the partnership with who? You and yourself? No. Partnership requires a minimum of two people and a maximum of 20 people. It also requires that a partnership deed. Partnership requires a partnership deed which controls the internal operations of the business. And before a partnership is registered as a business, the partners must provide a partnership deed to the Registrar General's department. This partnership deed is a legal document without which a partnership cannot be registered. And so there is no partnership without a partnership deed. The partnership deed is like an agreement, a legal document that describes how the internal operations of the business would be like, who is responsible for what and who is not responsible for what. And so, anytime you think of forming a partnership, consider putting up a partnership deed. Another characteristic of partnership is that members enjoy unlimited liability. Also, profits or losses are shared based on contribution or capital in the business. Profits or losses are shared based on their contribution or capital in the business. Another characteristic of partnership is that it is governed by the Partnership Act. Unlike in a sole proprietorship business where one person owns a business and so does what he likes with his business because it's a personal property, in partnership, the company or the partnership as a business, the enterprise, is governed by the Partnership Act of 1962, Act 152. So you take note of that. Advantages and disadvantages of partnership. Let's look at the advantages first and then we'll look at the disadvantages. One advantage of partnership is that there is a large pool of capital. Unlike in sole proprietorship where the individual will have to try as much as possible to pull together some funds, in partnership you can have up to about 20 people coming together with their individual monies, contributing monies together to put up an enterprise, and that is going to be very big, right? If each person has even 100,000 and they are 20, that is 2 million. Then there is division of labor. In partnership, the partners divide among themselves whatever work there is so that this person takes charge of this, that person takes charge of that. Then there is spread and sharing of risk. Anytime there is a risk in partnership, one single individual doesn't bear all the risk, but rather it is spread among the partners, and this makes it quite easy to handle. Then, partnerships have easy access to credit facilities because there is credibility that at least if one partner is not found, the other partner can be found. And so, credit facilities are readily available for partners than sole proprietors. Disadvantages of partnership. Just like sole proprietorship, partners enjoy unlimited liability. Then there is delay in decision making. For sole proprietorship, an individual takes a decision and that is final. But for partnership, people have to have meetings, um, discussions, deliberations, negotiations before taking final decisions. And so sometimes there is delay in decision making. Then also in partnership, sometimes there is lack of continuity. When the partners decide that we can't agree any longer, that brings the business to an end. Then there's difficulty in admitting new partners. There's difficulty in admitting new partners because of the nature of partnership and the laws that govern it. Admitting new partners has to go through some legal processes. Unlike in a sole proprietorship business where you can choose to add anybody at all to your business or take any form of assistance from a friend or a family. Partnership doesn't work like that. And in partnership, the pride of ownership and success reduces. For the sole proprietor, he takes all the pride of ownership and success, claiming it to himself or herself. But in partnership, one single partner cannot claim the pride of ownership and success of the business, but rather it is shared among them. And so the business name is more popular than the individual partners. Contribution of partnerships to the economy. Partnerships create employment. As far as a business or an enterprise has been set up, people are employed. Then income generation. It generates income to the state. Very important. Through taxes, tolls, rents, rates, um, duties, and so on. And workers also are paid salaries and income, on which they also pay their individual pay as you earn taxes. Then it also generates foreign exchange through export of processed materials, export of um, goods and services. And then partners also identify new markets, just like sole proprietors do. Okay. Having discussed all this, we have looked at the advantages and disadvantages of partnership. We have looked at um, how partnerships are formed or characteristics of partnership. We have also looked at the types of partnership. And so based on what we have learned today, my student shall answer the following questions. Describe a partnership business. Mention 2 disadvantages of partnership. And then mention 3 common types of partnership. And this will bring us to the end of today's lesson. My little advice for you is that you keep observing the physical distancing protocols and wash your hands regularly and use your hand sanitizers. Don't leave your face mask at home. The moment you step out of your room, wear your face mask. That is the law. Otherwise, you are breaking the law and that is illegal. Stay safe and keep learning. Bye bye.